Well, I'm on the phone with the Maine Maritime Academy women's head coach, the playoff-bound MMA women's coach, Seth Brown. And, Coach, congratulations on a fantastic season.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Chris. We're looking forward to the playoffs starting this Saturday.
So a little Halloween treat Saturday evening, I guess, under the lights, 4:30, and you're hosting Hussson University.
Well, we're looking forward to it. As we said, I don't know if it was last week or a few weeks ago, we were excited at the opportunity to potentially have a home game. We got it, and at the playoff time, it's 0-0 and play and keep moving forward. So we're happy to be in this position.
But you beat Hussson back on October 10th, 4-0.
We did. That was a long time ago, though. That was a long time ago.
Come on now, don't give me all the coach speak. I mean, that was a momentous day in the program.
It was on that day. So hopefully on Saturday we can create a new momentous day and get a result again. But I know a lot of the kids on the Hussson team, and I guarantee you that it's not going to be a 4-0 game if they have anything to do about it. So
right.
they're fiercely competitive. They're playing well. They're organized. They have nothing to lose when they come in here. So we're going to have to be ready to compete in a good 90-minute game.
The weather looks good for Saturday afternoon, so that's a good thing as well.
Yeah, I think that at this time of year, everybody's expecting it to be a little cooler, and that's the time of day where the sun's going down and the lights will be coming on. So it's a playoff game. Anything can happen, and everyone's excited for it. And if both teams are prepared and ready to compete, it should be a lot of fun for the spectators to watch.
You had a nice weekend last weekend in Vermont. You beat Green Mountain 6-0 and then lost to Castleton 2-0. But I think you had some, looking at Facebook, you had some nice team bonding that went on as well.
Yeah, it was. Last week was tough because we ended up having 3 games in 6 days to end the conference schedule, and had a nice result against Thomas. The Green Mountain game was the players knew that win the game and guaranteed third place, and there was a little bit of hope that if New England College had beat Colby Sawyer, we could have actually climbed as high as second if we'd beat Castleton, but that ended up being a 2-1 game. So the Sunday game was, interesting in that we really tried to get the players to think of it as a first playoff game and to get a result against Castleton. And if we see Castleton again, it would be in the finals. So, we gave up a couple goals that we were unhappy with, missed a few chances that we were unhappy with, and Castleton's a very, very good team.
Right. So give us the keys to victory against Hussson this Saturday.
Score more goals than they do.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, you're using that coaching degree to great use.
Well, I mean, everything, it's do the things we do well as often as possible and try to limit the things that Hussson does well as often as possible. It's a playoff game. It's against I guess we'd consider the rival schools in this area playing each other. It's just going to be a really great match. I'm looking forward to it. Come Saturday, I'm a bus driver and a cheerleader. I just sit over there and make sure the kids are happy, and we're keeping things in control. So I'm looking forward to it.
How's the health of the team?
We're good. We're good. Probably the healthiest we've been in a few weeks. So that's nice. Everyone's going into it. We've had a good few days of rest. We had a recovery day yesterday. We'll get back out and train today. Hussson actually plays tonight, so we'll go up and watch that game. And
it's senior night there at Hussson.
Yeah, and they're playing USM. So it will give us a chance to we've watched USM play a number of teams that we've played, so it will give us an idea of where we think everything's sitting.
Is the team going to go up, or just you and the coaching staff? Or who's going up?
I don't think the whole team's going to go up. But, I'm going up. One of my assistants is going up. A couple players may decide they want to go up, but we have a lot of studying to do down here. So I think the majority of our players will be, getting their work done and resting as much as possible.
I mean, when we talk about these student athletes, I mean, that's what they are first, are students. And do you have a study table, or how does that work? Or you pretty much, the girls are on their own?
Yeah, we don't have, each team basically organizes how they want to have their study group set up. We're unique at Maine Maritime. We have a house called the Bowie House, and that particular department offers free tutoring. They offer tutoring in physics and calc, and professors do extra hours in this particular area. So we kind of look at what each player needs and set up, help set up times in the Bowie House that are going to help that individual student. But for our group, we just find that working with the individuals is better than bringing everybody in at a set amount of time and studying that way. Right.
Give me the highlight of your season so far. I know that's a tough question, but
yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, a highlight I think for the whole team was getting the shutout on Saturday, because that established a new shutout record for the program. We ended up with having 8 shutouts on the season, so that was a highlight. Our first win of the season was a highlight against Gordon. I don't know that there's a particular moment that we felt like that was it. A highlight for me was we were going to make a particular move during a game with a player that we thought we'd bring in, and that player was had a little bit of an injury, and she said, I think maybe it would be better if I start instead of get cold and go back in. So I approached 2 players, one who was a junior and one who was a freshman, and I said, I need you guys to figure out, who's going to start first. One of you is going to start, and one of you is going to come off the bench. And the upperclassman, just without hesitating, said to the freshman, hey, I've been coming off the bench all year. I'm familiar with what that feels like. Why don't you start, and we'll just keep it that way. So for me, that was a great moment. It was a very unselfish moment. It was the players working through something and, putting the team and each other ahead of themselves. So for me, that was a great moment with our program.
That's very cool. It's tough when you're in season and, you're now going to be starting, not starting, but you have have been recruiting all along as well. How has that gone?
Well, we feel like our 16 class has come along very well. We have a number of verbal commitments. With Division III, it's we don't do a letter of intent. We never know exactly who's going to show up until August, based on financial aid and other things. But we feel like our 16 class is going to be there's going to be a large number of kids, and the quality of the kids will be quite good. But we're actually working on our 17 class at this point. So recruiting is a never-ending journey. Yeah. I have a great assistant coach in Brandon Nolkamper, and he's a fantastic recruiter, and he knows talent, and he's very good at communicating with people. And between the two of us, I feel like we're able to bring in a quality group of kids and the right group of kids.
It's difficult. I know that in talking to the basketball coaches last winter and spring, I mean, yes, it's Division III, but I mean, Maine Maritime Academy, it brings in a special student. So you've got to find that special student that's going to thrive at the college and also be able to contribute to the soccer team.
Yeah, without question. It's we're very specific in 4 areas, and it's I don't say that we cast a large net, but we do cast a long line, and we'll go anywhere we have to go to find the right player that fits the match. Because of where we are academically and career-wise as an institution, the right kids reach out to us as well.
Right.
And because of that, we spend the amount of time we have to get the kids here. And there's no magic pill to recruiting. It's hard work. It's visiting kids, watching kids, making contacts, and then getting them on campus. And we feel like if we can get a player on campus, we have a really good shot of getting that player to come to school here.
All right, Coach. Best of luck on Saturday, and we'll definitely chat with you next Wednesday and see how the game went and go from there.
I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, Chris?
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Okay, Chris?